Good motivational Monday morning, Sunnies. We are still powering through over here at Sunny TV. So rise and shine, because today's show is all about what happens when community, culture, and common sense collide. We're talking big conversations, bright ideas, and moments that shape how St. Augustine lives, works, and celebrates. From the glow of Nights of Lights to the pulse of our local scene, this is one of the shows that actually matters and still, obviously, knows how to have fun. Before we get into all of the nook and crannies of the show, I gotta say, hey, girl, to our Sunny girl on the Sunny snack scene. Mel, what did you have to eat this weekend?
This weekend, okay, so Saturday, guys, I was so bad. I had a grilled cheese sandwich that I made with my mini panini press machine. I love that thing. That's my most used kitchen item.
Oh, for real?
Then I had some Ruffles chips. Then I had some Albanese gummy bears. York peppermint patties.
So you already broke open the 30-pound bag of Albanese gummy bears. You're not holding out for the world record moment.
I have to practice.
Okay.
But
So
I
you're
do
training
yes,
for it.
And Ashim's parents are visiting from California, so good morning to Ashim's parents.
Love that.
So we've got a really important conversation coming up. We're sitting down with Irving Cass, owner of Bin 39 Wine Bar and the St. George Inn. He's also the chair of the Tourist Development Council. He's joining us to talk about Night of Lights, what we've learned this season, what's being reimagined, and how the festival could evolve for 26 and 27 season to better support businesses and our local community.
Honestly, stop rolling your eyes right now.
No,
we have a really good conversation coming up. Honestly, if you've never met Irving, this is a wonderful moment to actually see somebody who has a brain and knows how to handle a big festival like this and how to maximize
but
our
also,
dollars.
too, the way he explains everything, it's like, okay.
Yep.
So that's just the beginning. We're also diving into local stories that shape public safety, neighborhood growth, and how St. Augustine continues to evolve without losing its soul.
Plus, we have events, and yes, Rachel begged if we could rap again.
Oh, we're rapping today.
We are rapping. I have a rap song for us today on one of our events, and all moments that will put the hoe in home.
So grab your coffees, settle in. We're settling in today.
I can't believe you didn't even
And
jump on that.
Kurt,
I literally just did a layup for you, and you were like, I'm not even playing your basketball today. Put the hoe in home. Think about how you
so
spell.
Good.
Okay, all right.
You're so good, David.
It's fierce, it's fresh, it's Sunny TV. Go to our title sponsor, which is the Bailey Group, and Steve Chapman's All-American Air with a really great attitude for news.
Be ready for anything with the Bailey Group, an NFP company. Life is full of unexpected moments. Whether it's securing your family's future, protecting your business, or planning for individual wealth, the Bailey Group is here to guide you every single step of the way. Since 1954, the Bailey Group has been a trusted cornerstone of the St. Augustine community. Under the leadership of President Mark Bailey, they've grown from a local agency into a nationally recognized firm, offering tailored solutions for individuals, families, and businesses, with a focus on individual health and life insurance, Medicare solutions, group insurance, and property and casualty commercial coverage. The Bailey Group combines cutting-edge technology, strategic partnerships, and personalized service to deliver the peace of mind you deserve. Give them a call today, 904-461-1800.
Hi, I'm Steve Chapman, owner of All American Air Conditioning and Heating. For over 40 years, we've been serving St. Augustine and the surrounding areas. We're the largest HVAC dealer in St. Johns County, providing high-quality service and products. With courteous technicians responding to your HVAC needs, our expertise will give you confidence in your investment. Family-owned All American Air Conditioning, voted Best of St. Augustine for more than 20 years running.
All right, Mel, let's get into this wild, warm weather report.
I'm sick of this weather, the back and the forth.
It's
the
up
hot
and down. I really feel tousled like a Friday night on a Saturday.
Oh, my God. So today it's 62 right now, but it's going to be a high of 72 with a low of 59.
Which means we have to get through 69.
Oh, wow.
I'm just saying. Shake it up. My God, snap out of it.
Wind gusts are 14 miles per hour and air quality is fair, so keep your air purifiers pumping, people.
Yes.
Tonight.
I got
What?
schooled a little bit about air purifiers. Really glad you
Okay.
just brought that up. So the gentleman that came over to service my my air conditioner, obviously Steve Chapman's All American Air, came over and he was such a cool dude. His name's Justin. Big shout out to him. Talking about air purifiers, and he's like, "There's different. The Shark brand apparently has one that's like a really serious one." I showed him mine. He's like, "Yeah, but there's another level." I went,
Yeah, for like, it's like $350.
"I can't." But like,
I'll tell you what, I am.
I'm proud. I like ours.
Yeah, I do too. It does its job.
Yeah,
but I will-
Govee. I'm a big Govee person.
I will tell you this. I am a Shark fan. I had a Dyson vacuum and I switched to the Shark Navigator one.
Uh-huh.
Blows the Dyson out of the water.
So would you? Oh, really? So would you upgrade your current air purifier, or no? You're going to keep it.
I'll keep it for a little bit, but I will now I know Shark has one. I am a Shark product
So maybe
fan.
maybe I'll hunt for some deals and see if we
Yes.
can find one. So all right,
So,
boom.
but that's the weather today. But I got a joke.
Okay.
This one is from Patty Kepshire.
Oh yay! That's right. She sent us one
Yes,
over the weekend.
Okay. So what did the doctor give the gingerbread man when he broke his leg off?
I'm not. I know the answer. I'm not going to say it.
A candy cane. Get it? A candy cane to walk with?
That's funny. Like the cane. So because he was broke his foot.
Yeah, he broke his leg.
That was
What's going on with
awesome.
music?
Drum it, hum it down, Sonnies. It's time for the local music report. Freakishly long on this Monday today, December 22nd. We got Jim Lamb at the Milltop Tavern at noon. Richard Konsicki at Cafe Alcazar at 12:15. Scott Hall's Bin 39 Wine Bar. Big shout out to Bin 39 at 1 o'clock. Reggie Stair at Tradewinds Lounge at 1. Winter Wonder Jams at Colonial Oak Music Park. This is one of the last couple of days. I think they're still open till the 23rd on that
That's tomorrow.
right, that Christmas market, Colonial Quarter. I think it ends tomorrow, but at 4 to 9 p.m., so check that out. Joshua Tennessee Worthy Milltop Tavern at 4:30. Kevin Edwards, Hurricane Grill the Wings at 5. Mark Hart at Tradewinds Lounge at 5. Holiday concerts at the Visitor Information Center. If you're heading down to Old Town Trolley, you are going to be entertained. That's the way they do, boo. That starts over at from 4 to 9 p.m. Alexis Paramus, Casamaya. Delicious Casamaya.
I like Katsamaya.
Me too.
It's good stuff.
Ooh, they got that sweet potato pancake. God, I love that.
I don't like sweet potatoes, though.
I love that pancake.
Well, I
though.
do like a sweet potato fry.
Okay. So maybe you could think about it in a pancake. You can
Oh,
give it. You can
maybe.
give it a little bit of something. Okay.
Maybe put some
Bob
apple on it.
Patterson, Bad Boy Bob. There he is, baby. O.C. White's Restaurant at 6 o'clock p.m. Stu Weaver. He's not making baskets. He's making music at Harry's at 6 o'clock. Joe Downing, Salt Life Food Shack at 6 o'clock. Joshua Tennessee Worthy, Milltop Tavern, and we're finishing off with St. Augustine's STD. Johnson Burns, Tradewinds Lounge at
You are
9
so bad.
o'clock p.m. Folks, let's have some great expectations for this chat coming up, as well as Tail Waggers, a part of the Jimmy Jam Barbecue Slam.
People are looking for a company. I want people to have great expectations. We are a small family-owned brokerage. What that means is you get really personalized service and everything is very hands-on. You're not just getting tossed onto the MLS and crossing our fingers. We're very aggressive with our marketing. We're excellent with communication. We have a lot of amazing relationships in the community, so you're getting the advantages of all of those things.
Get ready, Sonnies. The Jimmy Jam Barbecue Slam is back Saturday, January 10th at the St. Johns County Fairgrounds. Gates open at 10 a.m. $20 admission, and kids 10 and under are free. There's a chili and chowder contest and a huge barbecue contest that's part of the People's Choice Awards. That's right. We need you to show up and show out and judge all the tasty bites. Plus tons more to see and do, like the Paul Bunyan Lumberjack Show or the K9 High Flying Disc Dog Show. There's a car show, live music, local vendors, and so much more. This event is pet friendly, and part of the proceeds goes to Tail Waggers Charitable Foundation, helping shelter dogs across Northeast Florida get the love and support they need to find their forever homes. And so what do you say, Sonnies? Let's save the date. This is gonna be great. Get your tickets now or find out more information at JimmyJamBarbecueSlam.com.
Sonnies, today we are joined by our great friend, Irving Cass. A name many Sonnies already know, as he is the owner of the St. George Inn and our beloved Bin 39 Wine Bar. But he's also the current chair of the Tourist Development Council. Irving is deeply passionate about the future of St. Augustine's Knights of Lights and the role it plays in helping local businesses thrive. His message is simple but powerful, and sometimes the biggest economic impact comes from the smallest action. What is it, Mel? Leaving the lights on.
Yep.
Today, he is here to talk about what happens this season and what's next and how we can better prepare for the future. Irving, welcome back, or welcome to your first time on Sunny TV.
Well, thank you so much. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
It's a great studio. I'm really enjoying being here.
Awesome.
Well, and I have to say, a lot of people might only know Irving as the St. Georgian owner and Bin 39 owner, but
Right.
let me tell you something. This man is extremely impressive.
Yep.
So I'm going to go ahead and just say a few things that this man has done, okay?
She was adamant about doing
Yes,
this, right?
I wanted
Yeah.
to because I think it's important. People only, well, what else do you do?
Right,
what else
right.
do you do? And it's like, why do I need to give you my resume? But here we go. So major sporting events and global operations. He did the Olympic Games in Los Angeles 1984 and Atlanta Games in 1996, the NBA All-Star Game, Pan American Games, Super Bowls, 3 of them, PGA events, 7 years with the Doral Ryder Open, Cadillac Skins Game. Let's see, construction of the Gary Player designed Wolverine course.
Cool.
He did Raymond Floyd.
So he knows what he's talking about.
Absolutely.
Essentially,
Oh,
right?
and this fact is really cool. So not only has he worked with like hotels and things like that, he's also been part of the pharmaceuticals. So he was the one who launched Zithromax in 1991.
Wow.
So that's huge because FYI, that's the only medication I can take.
I mean,
So
Irving, it's important to get into
Holy
this
moly,
conversation
Irving.
because your bio definitely shows that you have chops for this conversation, correct?
Thank you. You know, I try to stay under the radar, but I've been 45 years in the hospitality industry and other Fortune 500s. I worked for, in the 90s, the largest venture capitalist in the world. And I assisted with acquisitions of multi-million-dollar projects. For example, I was working on purchasing Pebble Beach.
Oh, wow.
oh wow.
So it was that level of acquisitions. I actually had an opportunity to go to Scotland to work on buying Glen Eagles Resort. And so a very diverse background, and these were the top financial people in the country.
So you're not just a wine dude,
Right.
right?
Well, I would prefer to be referred to that, quite frankly.
But looking at Knights of Lights, I mean, you can obviously see, because you see, I mean, all of these incredible acclamations that we just talked about, but you see something there, you see a product, and you're trying to make it more efficient. Can we get into this conversation?
Absolutely. One of the biggest things that I see of Knights of Lights is we have had a series of base hits, and someone comes up with an idea, we throw it in the pot, but we've never stepped back and said, what do we want Knights of Lights to taste and feel like when we get there? What does an A look like? I'll try to oversimplify it. When you're doing a project, and we did this all the time, and when we did acquisitions, the first thing we do is a charrette. And a charrette is a fancy word for a brainstorming group. You bring a bunch of people in the room, and you need to have very diverse points of view. When we bought world-class resorts, you would think it would all be golf experts in this. We made sure there were musicians. We made sure there were educators. We made sure there were historians. Because what you want to do is you want to write a novel, and we're going to do this. It's part of my plan, is we're going to write a novel of a family coming to St. Augustine in 2035.
Okay.
Okay.
And how it feels and tastes. It's full of verbs, not nouns.
Okay.
Because everyone thinks people come for the lights. Nobody comes for lights. They come for a significant emotional return on their investment. You want the grandfather to see the lights through their granddaughter's eyes. And we're not selling lights, we're selling experience.
I think a lot of people these days, it's gone to, for Christmas, instead of presents, they're doing experiences with their families.
And I'll go into great detail about this, but we are not seeing the end zone first, and then everything we do, how we get there. And this is a very complex project and process. This doesn't take 3 minutes to explain. This takes a good hour. And I'm going to explain it when we have our first meeting to discuss this.
Okay. So you're creating an association essentially, correct?
Yes, we're going to do a community alliance for Knights of Lights,
Awesome.
and we encourage everybody who's concerned about Knights of Lights, lives in St. Johns County, to join. We want everybody's input. But what we want to do is we want to, as I said, understand what an A looks like. And there's a lot of things. When you start building an A, the first thing you need to do is have big, audacious goals. Without big, audacious goals, you're compromising. Now, they may not make sense. Like someone may throw out the idea, let's build a 30-story Christmas tree. It probably is not appropriate.
Right.
But you don't want to take that out. You want the whole team to throw out every good idea and put it in there. And as you're writing your novel and you're seeing what the experience is going to be, you start saying, okay, this is really feeling right. And once you have it right, the important thing is it doesn't matter if tomorrow I'm not involved and someone else is involved. We know where the end zone is, and someone doesn't come in and say, oh, no, we want to go this way.
Right.
You stay on that path, and every decision you make, if it's super complex, like building a building or picking out a piece of paper for a poster, everything has to go through the lens of that vision. So every decision and every single thing we do helps us when we get to 2035, we've already arrived.
So now, with the Knights of Lights trying to extend them, why is that so important to you as not only a business owner but as a local resident?
Well,
What do you feel?
Well, there's the major underlying issue is employees are going to suffer financially.
Yes, correct.
And I don't think people in our community realize the impact of spending. I'm going to give a very simple example of economic impact, and if I get a little too technical, please stop me. But our economy for the United States is a supply-side economy. That means if you spend money, it ripples through the economy, and you have growth. If people do not spend money, you have a slowdown and you have contraction. So you want to encourage people to spend money. The two most vivid examples, not counting COVID because that's statistically all over the map, were in 2001's recession and 2008. Most people remember 2008. If you remember, even the people who the economy didn't affect would not walk around with a Neiman Marcus bag. What happened is people stopped spending. Really simple. If everyone in America, 348 million people, bought lunch versus bringing lunch in a paper bag, it would probably cost them $10 a day. If everyone did that, all 348 million, it's 17.5 billion in economic activity in a day.
Wow,
In a day.
that's crazy.
In St. Augustine alone, with the 14,000-ish, it's $750,000 a day in economic activity. So just the locals eating out versus eating at home for lunch has a 750,000 economic impact either way, either contraction or added. So when people hear my number of 120 million, they say that's impossible. Just everyone having lunch is $750,000 a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got to eat lunch. I know I eat lunch.
God bless. We all do.
But
yeah.
what people do is when the economy slows down,
They stop.
more people start bringing their sandwiches. That's what's happening to our economy in an oversimplification.
So I talked to a couple commissioners that say they're against the whole extension of Nights of Lights, and they told me that people aren't coming here, like you just said, for the lights. They're coming here for an experience. So why do we need the lights anyway? What's your response to that?
Well, if we now start, and I'm going to have to go 2 steps back. Tourism for the last 2 years in the United States, and we can talk specifically about our market, has been dropping steadily. And tourism is one of the first things that goes because of consumer confidence.
Correct.
Consumer confidence has been down because of inflation, because of tariffs. There are all sorts of headwinds that are slowing it down. Last month, for example, and it should have been up because we had an extra week of Nights of Lights, occupancy, I saw the reports 3 days ago, occupancy in November was down 6%.
Yeah, that's big.
And the argument everyone's having is, oh, we had an extra week of Nights of Lights. We did worse in November than we did the previous year.
Okay.
We are pacing as a community to do worse in December than the previous year. And January is going to be significantly lower because the Nights of Lights is there. Now, one of the phenomena that happens, even when spending is slowing in bad economic conditions, there's an exception to that rule, and that is the holidays. People spent even if they can't afford it. And in 2001 and 2008, even in COVID, Nights of Lights was better than the market expected it to be.
Wow.
It outperformed because people, why they're cutting back, don't cut back when it becomes a celebration. It's more important than money.
I feel like people got priced out of Disney. I mean, they
Oh,
can't
yeah.
afford Disney World, so they
Yeah.
come here.
So, all being equal, in January, if you have the magic of Nights of Lights attached to it, we will raise demand than just having it without it. It's just psychological, and it's no disrespect to the commissioners, but marketing is highly complex, and people think differently on vacations than they do in real life. I'll give you a very simple example. Publix has 6 packs of beers and then 12 packs and 18 and 24 packs. You hardly see anyone, unless they're running to a party, go in and buy a 6-pack of beer
It's true.
Correct.
because they're too expensive.
Yeah.
However, when they go to a sports bar and you can get 5 beers for $25, you think you stole it and you're paying twice as much money.
Yeah.
So psychologically, that's a great deal, but in Publix, that's a bad deal. That's how people think on vacation. Money is not a decision maker.
Right.
And we take normal economic thinking and apply it to vacation, and they're 2 different brains. It's the same thing, and most people don't know it. The number one place, and it's probably changed now because of the internet, but going back 20 years ago in my resort life, the number one place that men shopped was on vacations at resorts. And
makes sense.
74% of all males that stayed with us bought clothing. Because men never go to stores, but they're on vacation and their wife talks them into going. So that's why when you go to fancy hotels, you'll see so many men's stores,
Yes.
which doesn't make sense. It's because that's when people want to buy.
Interesting.
But people, if you don't understand that, you're going to not understand how to meet the needs of your consumer.
So tie it in with Nights of Lights.
Well, tying it into Nights of Lights, the economic side, or just, we need to understand what's important to people and make sure we provide it. We're not providing enough things to light up a child's eyes.
So in perspective,
Makes sense.
the lights are like a men's store. that's when people come here. The lights are there. That's the catalyst of them enjoying their time, them finding entertainment, blah, blah, blah.
That's our foundation, and we're already starting like on the 50-yard line. So we don't have to like start from scratch on an event, but we don't really understand what people are trying to accomplish by coming to the nights. We have been looking at symptoms, not root problems. Root problems, for example, of Nights of Lights, our biggest problem, and I've been talking about it for years, is we have to manage behavior. Behavior will take all sorts of things that we think are problems, and they will just poof, go away. We will spend less money and create a much better solution for the people coming here.
Okay, case in point.
I'm going to give an example that's, again, very simplistic, and this was when I was buying the Grand Traverse Resort. I went in, and the head of rooms division, which runs front desk, housekeeping, all of that, had a clock on her wall with all fours. And I said, "What's that for?" She says, "Well, we need to get all our rooms cleaned by 4 o'clock because that's check-in time." I said,
Oh, that's cool.
nice. That's nice. And we're woefully understaffed at the front desk. So I sat in the lobby the next day. Took me about 2 hours to
Just
figure
watch.
this out, and I just watched. Guest arrived at 10:30, 11 in the morning, went to the front desk. "Sorry, your room's not ready. Take your bags to the bellman." Then they went to the restaurant and wanted to charge to the room. "Sorry, you're not checked in. You don't have a room number. We can't let you charge. Could you call the desk and see if I can charge?" "Okay." And so now you have another transaction. Then they charge. Then you go back after lunch to the front desk. And "May I check in?" "No, your room's not ready. Come back at 3 or 4. And then they come back at 4. And then they go to the bellman. So you have 7 interactions.
Wow.
There should have been only 2.
Right.
They were working on that. The reality is, if you take and you look at a hotel analytically, 700 rooms, you can't clean 700 rooms at 4 o'clock. You clean 50 of them at 10 in the morning, 50 of them at 11, 50 at 12, 50 at 1, et cetera, et cetera. And so the real problem had nothing to do with the front office. It was that housekeeping wasn't getting 50 rooms ready at 10 a.m., 50 rooms ready at 11 a.m. By doing that, we saved $250,000 worth of payroll, and guest satisfaction jumped up about 75%.
Interesting.
Because we were fixing the wrong thing. But everyone thought we needed to have fancy champagne carts in the lobby,
Right.
and extra staff and music playing.
No, I want my room ready if I show up early.
But they were fixing the wrong
Right.
problem, but they were working their rear end off to accomplish it, but they were solving a symptom of a core problem. That, I can find many examples of that happening right now. And it doesn't mean anyone is doing any malice or anything. It's that they don't know what they don't know. And then they'd wake up. The city was convinced that they were going to change behavior with the $40. It was never going to happen because the market is saying it's $40. And in fact, the city, in no disrespect, has done it wrong because they weren't applying fundamentals of demand pricing. The garage on Saturdays sold out every Saturday since Nights of Light started at 12:30, and we charged $20. The majority of the people who were in that garage were from the I-16 hotels. So we charged the out-of-town customers $20, and then when the local residents came in here after 1 o'clock, we charged them $40, which is exactly opposite of what they were trying to accomplish. We have currently left almost $175,000 on the table just by not managing Saturday correctly and understanding. And I have changed the pricing in my own parking lot every day, and my staff has the ability to make that decision based on how they see the demand is. And we have 5 price points. That's how demand pricing works. If you've ever been on any express lane, some days it's 50 cents, some days it's $2, because they understand market conditions. We can't wait until next year to adjust pricing because we have cost ourselves $250,000. And if you remember when we wanted to extend Nights of Lights, the first thing is we don't have any money.
There it
Well, we
is.
had $250,000.
But you let it go.
With all we needed was a piece of tape and a Sharpie.
Yeah.
That was the investment.
Wow.
And we left $250,000 on the table. Wow. And no disrespect to the city.
Sure.
They don't know
What they don't
demand
know.
pricing. And it's not that they're doing it bad, but there's so much more, and it's so much more complex that we need to talk about it and understanding what we're trying to accomplish.
God,
we
Irving
had-
for president, dude.
We had County Administrator Joy Andrews on, and she talked about this and that how Nights of Lights is we're in a learning phase right now. But how, Irving, how do you get, I mean, you have this incredible bio, you have this incredible background. How do you get them to listen? I feel like we're hitting a brick wall. We also have been a really a paramount with the uptown businesses and how they feel completely blocked out of the entire festival. So how do we get them to listen?
Well, we're starting this alliance. Our first meeting is after Nights of Lights. And in my world, after Nights of Lights means January 12th.
Sure.
Not February 15th.
No. We need to
We're
jump
having
on
a meeting at 10 a.m. on January 12th at Boat Drinks in Uptown.
Perfect. Great parking.
Rob, Whitney are all in on helping us. They have all sorts of points of view from the Uptown point of view of why they're happy that some things were addressed. Their needs are not being met. I am sure that is true in all sorts of pockets. The more people who come and the more people who put their needs on the table so we build the proper vision, then we can start building it. And it's about process, and it's about vision, and it's about relentless
Consistency.
relentless
Fortitude?
Yes, thank you. And you have to know what a good one looks like. It's very, very important, and you have to have core values. The best example of core values, and a lot of people don't know this, and we're going to use a lot of the principles of a book called Built to Last by Jim Collins. It studied 18 organizations, including Hewlett-Packard, Walt Disney World, Ford Motor Company, and all the similar characteristics that outstanding organizations have. The most important thing is a core value. Do you have any idea what Walt Disney's core value was?
Fun.
You would think it would be fun or imagination or
Yeah.
anything. It's not anything close to that.
What is it?
Cleanliness and friendliness.
Oh, wow. That's
Those are the-
godliness.
Those are the two things that are required in everything they do.
And they do it too, because the parks, you won't find trash on the ground.
And that makes you people like you that are anal retentive
Yep.
very happy, right?
Yep.
Because it's
Yeah.
super clean,
But
right?
that-
True
but
story.
that is the thread to everything at Disney. When you ask the guy who's sweeping up the waste on Main Street where Cinderella's castle is, he answers you like it's the only time he's ever heard that question, instead of, really?
Yeah.
Just turn around, look.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's ingrained into every fabric of every decision that's ever been done in Disney.
Okay.
But you don't think about it because it's a core value, and a core value is not a statement on the wall.
It's not blinking lights. It's not. Yeah.
It's the amount of commitment and financial commitment you make to those subjects. Cleanliness means I have more cleaners than the list says I'm supposed to have.
Yeah.
Friendliness is I will not tolerate anyone not friendly, and I am going to create an entire
That's why they have
environment
the university.
all of those things are to teach friendliness. It's a commitment to their brand. That is their brand.
Oh my
And
goodness.
people don't understand that because you think it's imagination.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what this book and how we're going to take the principles. We're going to start applying things that if I was going to go into a new business and do an acquisition, we would start with these levels of fundamentals. I'm going to offer this. This is a very high-end thing. If someone wanted to hire me to do this, it would be unaffordable.
Yeah.
But I'm doing this for my community because I want to do this. I want to teach people how to do this. Am I going to do it forever? No. I want to get it going and hand it off to other people, but I want to share that. So we have an opportunity to embrace it, and we have an opportunity to tell me F you,
Right.
and just ignore me. It's a free
But you're not
country.
going away.
But I'm going to do all I can to help our community get an A. And I have some big, audacious ideas. And one of them that I think is outstanding, but there will be a tremendous amount of pushback. I want to build Rockefeller Center ice skating rink with a tree for kids to go ice skating downtown for Nights of Lights.
Let's do
That
it.
is
Now
awesome.
you're talking about family-centric Nights of Lights, which is what this should have been in the first place. But that's my big audacious idea. All the obstacles, like having ice skating in Florida, are big. But there is a company
They're
that
doing it
has,
up in Jack's, yeah.
they're doing
Off
it in
of-
Palm Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're doing it off World Golf Village.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm talking about at the level of you could play a hockey game. And why not have high school hockey teams come in and play during Nights of Life? When you start thinking about what the possibilities are, you do not want to restrict these thoughts, and you don't want to look at what we've done. As Steve Jobs said a long time ago, I don't do focus groups because they can't see what an iPhone is. And if I had done focus groups, I would have never come up with that. You have to think outside the box and then have people say, that's never going to work. But they do, obviously.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, Irving, this was an amazing discussion.
Irving, thank
Where
you
were
so
you when I
much.
was in high school to teach me economics? Because I probably would have gone to class and learned something.
I've been sitting right next to you.
One more time before we let you go, shout out the meeting again, January 12th. You're saying that right?
You are saying that perfect. I'll go a little slower. January 12th.
Perfect.
Boat drinks.
What time?
10 a.m. boat drinks. Thanks to Robin Whitney for hosting us all. There's plenty of space in there. If 100 people come up, awesome. If 10 people come up, awesome. But I encourage everyone to attend. I am going to, what we talked about this morning, I've written a cover letter in 3 documents. One is about why I wanted to extend Nights of Lights from an economic point of view. One is my background, and one is the process moving forward. I'm going to send this out to anyone. I have an email list. If I can provide you guys this to put on your website if you like.
Absolutely.
And if anyone wants to contact me, feel free to call the St. George Inn or send me an email, and I will provide my contact information you can put up there, and I'm happy to meet with anyone in the community.
Awesome.
Thank you so
Awesome
much,
chat.
Irving.
Folks, we're going to take a quick break with Maritime Creative and Flashes and Brilliance. Maritime Vibe Check!
Fresh version.
When the lights come on and the magic begins,
There's a crew behind the scenes that always wins.
Maritime Creative. They set the stage.
From sound to lights to video waves.
Big show, small space, doesn't matter a bit.
They show up, they glow up, they make it all lit.
No panic, no chaos, just smooth, clean flow.
They take a wild idea and make it glow.
need a vibe, they build it.
Have a dream, they get it.
From spark to spotlight, they never forget it.
I trust them, I love them, they come on through.
Maritime Creative, that's the real stuff, boo.
So if you want your moment to rise and shine,
Call the crew that always gets it right every time. It's Maritime. Got gold? Got silver? Got a drawer full of what even is this? Then it's time to cash in with Flashes and Brilliance, Northeast Florida's most trusted gold buyers. They're not just buying gold, they're buying silver, rare coins, fine watches, estate jewelry, and all the sparkle you forgot you had. Don't just sit on your treasure. Turn it into cash today. Call John and Steph, the pros who make it easy. 904-540-7617. It's fast, it's friendly, it's flashes and brilliance because your buried treasure belongs in your bank account.
All right, so I have another joke. This one is a special Star Wars joke for Christina. Ready? What did Luke Skywalker say after he planted a Christmas tree farm?
May the force be with you.
Did you see my computer?
No.
You're a jerk.
Is that really the
Yeah,
answer?
may the forest be with you.
Oh, Forrest! That's well.
Get
That's
it?
the famous line that he says anyway. So I knew it had to do something like that. But
Oh,
okay.
here we go.
Rap alert, mic check.
Lord, I hope I remember how to say that word.
We got fairies, fools, and feelings tonight.
That can only mean one thing. Gotta make it right.
Midsummer Night's Dream, magic in the motion, love gets messy, spells deep in the ocean.
Emma Concert Association sets the scene. South Carolina Ballet looking sharp, smelling clean.
Lewis Auditorium, Flagler College Ground, January 24th, 7:30, mark it down.
Metal as a score, 200 years strong. Timeless energy carrying the night along.
Four lovers lost in a forest untamed. Fairy pull the strings, not a soul stays the same.
Oberon Titania, Mischief on cue. Comedy and chaos out, that's a breakthrough, boo.
Sunny's quick note, here's a practical win. Free parking shuttle rolls you in.
No stress, no laps, no hunt for space. Just music, movement with magic and grace.
Ballet with flavor, play it and bold. A Midsummer Night's Dream, yeah, that's a story, it's gold.
January 24th, EmmaConcerts.com. .com.
Nice.
Dude, those words in this rap were really hard to rap.
You did so good, though.
That was
you
such-
should really, really be proud of
Oh
yourself.
my God, I am. Thank you so much.
Good.
You gotta have a friend who hypes you up.
Yes, you do. And you need to also have a friend that knows how to drink, sip, 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 olay.
Oh, Shima Buckaroo.
That's right. We got a Shima Buckaroo event here for you, boo. It's the Spanish Wine Takeover. Mel, I need everyone to take a deep breath because this is not a drill, Shima Buckaroo.
If it involves wine, I am already emotionally prepared.
The St. Augustine Spanish Food and Wine Festival is taking over the Markland House.
Which means Spanish wine, food, and vibes. Yep, in check, I will go, and it's one of the prettiest historic settings in all of the town.
Over 100 Spanish wines to
Shima
taste.
Buckaroo.
Shima Buckaroo.
100 plus. That's not a tasting, that's a commitment.
But they're
Olay.
being poured by Flagler College hospitality and tourism students. This is pretty awesome.
Okay.
Shima Buckaroo.
Plus wine professionals. So you're learning and sipping, educational hydration, olay.
And there will be a lot of wine people that will be on site helping you buy your favorites to take home.
Because finding the one, and we're not talking about a man, and leaving without it would be tragic.
Right. This includes tasting live music, photo ops, and some Shima Buckaroo.
And a commemorative glass, because memories fade, but glassware is forever. Unless your husband tries to help you unload the dishwasher and he breaks it, then you're screwed.
I know, yeah. Ooh, that's not a Shima Buckaroo.
No.
Chef Crated Bites, or Crafted Crated. Chef Crafted Bites. Fancy pours, big character energy.
Treat yourself, because it also includes VIP private selection tasting, exclusive lounge, top shelf Spanish wines, and it's presented by Viva Hospitality. So you already know, honey, it is elevated.
So, yeah, this will be held at Ringhaver Student Center from 1 to 2.
And the grand tasting runs from 2 to 5 at the Crisp Ellert Art Museum.
It's beautiful. Spanish wine, historic house, live music.
This isn't an event, it's a lifestyle choice.
Come thirsty and you will leave cultured.
And maybe one case of wine with zero regrets. Sip, sip, olay! So fun.
Shima Buckaroo.
Shima Buckaroo.
All right. Well, we're going to Shima Buckaroo over to this local story. Fire training facility approved. I think you're going to like this one over here. St. Johns County just greenlit the first phase of a 58-acre fire rescue training facility. And before your eyes glaze over, stay with me, boo, this isn't about buildings. This is about people who run toward the danger when the rest of us are running away. This vote means that they're investing in the firefighters and the first response before the emergency, not after the tragedy. It's preparation, it's not reaction, and in a county that's growing fast as we are, that timing matters.
So the county approved phase 1, which is focusing on planning, environmental studies, and building a long-term master plan for the site. The phase comes in just under $300,000, which is essentially the groundbreaking work before construction begins. So there's also a $7.5 million already allocated by the state in the county's capital improvement budget to help this move forward in future
So
phases.
how does this make you feel, Melanie?
It makes me feel like I should have more money in my bank account.
But no, this is really good though because we're getting another training facility
yes,
for the
because
firefighters.
I think it's super important because a lot of people, First Coast Technical College, they have one of the best fire and rescue programs and paramedic programs. That's an amazing campus down there.
Mm-hmm.
But I will tell you, so many people are training. I do think we need upgrades to training facilities and educational facilities for the people that are going to save our life in these situations.
Let me upgrade you.
Upgrade ya.
Okay, well, let's upgrade to this. Did you hear about this over the weekend? A
What?
brand new brewery project. Bush Ranger Brewing is brewing up something big. It's a collab between Matt Hooker of Old Coast Ales and the Kookaburra Crew, the coffee
Okay.
shop. And they're planning to add a brewery, a warehouse, and a pizza oven kitchen. Ready for that.
You had
Right
me at
where you're ready
pizza.
to grab your morning espresso. No bridges, no downtown traffic, just good vibes. It's going to be over on that 207 Kookaburra. Remember that one over by the railroad
That's a good
tracks?
space over there.
It's a good space for a brewery, right?
Yeah, it is. So here's what's happening behind the scenes. Kookaburra, already a beloved local coffee chain. They have multiple locations in St. Augustine. They're going to expand to this 207 to include Bush Ranger Brewing.
Shimmabuckaroo Brewing.
So they want it to be like a destination hangout it's very community centric. They're focusing on lower to mid alcohol British style ales. Rachel, you hear that?
Do you drink beer?
No.
Oh my God, when I drink beer, I get really loud. Do you think I'm loud now? Oh my God. There's
you know
another
what?
level of loud.
The only beer I will drink, and I won't even drink a whole one, but I'll have some
Peroni.
sips. No.
That's Italian.
Stella Artois.
Okay. I like a Stella.
I don't know why.
I like a Stella.
For a long time in my 20s, I would only drink Guinness.
Me too. That's like an adult milkshake.
But I don't understand.
I love Guinness.
Of all the beers,
But listen to me. When I went to Belgium, I got a really big education on beer.
okay.
And it's literally like a whole subculture. Like the beer here is caca compared to where it is over there. Golly, it's so good. Like literally, there was like dessert beer. There was dinner beer. There was like so many different layers to beer that I didn't realize. I'm just saying, it's the culture.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Kookaburra.
How do you feel about the blue moons where you put the oranges
I
in?
like it, but you don't like the fruit.
No, I don't mind the blue moon with the orange.
I like a blue moon.
What's the other one called? It's like Aftershock. No. After something, and it's like the blue moon, but it's different. What's it called? Shock Top. Where did I get Aftershock? I knew it was something.
I'm not a shock top lover. That I feel like is just like I don't know.
Oh, Suzanne, I missed you too. That was really cute.
Very nice.
All right, what do we got next on the agenda?
All right, so let's skip National 2 and let's get right into Hey Girl, Hey
Hey
Horoscopes.
Girl.
We'll
We need a
save
theme
National
song.
2 so I have less work to do this afternoon.
Hey girl, hey, it's your horoscope today.
Wow, why are you calling everybody a whore? All
Hara.
right, Aries, Taurus, and Gemini
It's me.
on deck today. Aries, this is you, Mel. You're the spark that lights the whole house. Bold, fearless, and first to dance.
Boom. You got
Your
that right.
Holiday Food Oracle says you need to try a spiced hot cocoa with chili pepper.
Not
Heat
doing that.
Meets heart. No.
Meat sweats.
Yeah.
I could serve that at my meat fest.
I would love it. That
Mm-hmm.
would be hot. Your holiday luck song, and you need to listen to this for good luck, is Run, Run, Rudolph,
Okay.
Chuck Berry. This song fuels momentum and clears hesitation. You need to try red leather gloves as your
Ooh.
power accessory, and your affirmation is, I lead with fire and joy.
Which is funny because I'm a fire sign and my middle name is Joy.
It's like they're talking to you.
Oh my God, it hears me. The Oracle.
Taurus, you're
Tiff.
the cozy centerpiece, grounded, indulgent, and quietly luxurious. Your holiday food oracle is saying, try butter brown sugar cookies, classic comfort elevated.
Interesting.
Your holiday luck song, Mel, is have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Yeah?
This song anchors abundance with calm. Your power accessory is a velvet clutch, and your affirmation is I receive pleasure with ease.
Go ahead, Tiff. Oh, speaking of my sister Tiffany, I hope everybody saw on our social medias the dress she was wearing to the Christmas party with her husband.
Oh, yeah.
She bought that while she was here at Snakebird.
I know. People are talking about it already in
Mm-hmm.
comments. I know Ancient City Women's Luncheon. Big shout out to Christy Castelli out there.
Yeah.
Gemini, you're the chatter by the fireplace, witty, curious, and everywhere at once. Your holiday food oracle is saying, try an orange cranberry biscotti, bright and playful.
That sounds good.
It does sound good, right?
Ooh.
Your holiday luck song is rocking around the Christmas tree, the song that sharpens deepens charm and social magic. Your statement earrings are going to be your power accessory, and your affirmation is, my voice creates connection.
Oh, I love that. You know where we should go? We should go in the
go-
Old Town Trolley. Ding, ding.
I almost said Capybara Cafe. We love
It's
you, Old
not
Town.
afternoon.
Relax and take it easy, baby, and let it go as Old Town Trolley's licensed and talented tour conductors share over 500 years of St. Augustine history. Guests will enjoy the city's European flavor, brick-lined streets, and sites such as the Castillo de San Marcos, the Fountain of Youth, and Henry Flagler's former Ponce de Leon Hotel. This 90-minute tour features 22 stops and covers more than 100 points of interest. Guests can use their ticket all day for on and off reboarding. You got to check out hometownpass.com.
Wow. Well, let's talk a little bit about the DJ Snack Pack.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, got sidetracked. Shocker. So, December by Earth, Wind, and Fire is the forgotten sister to September.
Yeah, do you remember? Yeah.
Yes.
But they changed the words to December.
Yes.
Yeah.
It has the same joyful groove and celebration energy, but it's all about reflection, gratitude, and closing the year with intention. Fans often missed it because September gets all the shine, but December was meant for the year-end magic. There's few official covers of this song, but it was used in live DJ New Year sets.
That's cute.
And it was a very good year by Frank Sinatra as a New Year's song in disguise.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The song walks through different stages of life, measuring time not by calendars, but by
Makes
meaning.
sense, yeah.
It became a quiet New Year's favorite for people reflecting instead of partying. Covered by Ray Charles and Robbie Williams.
Did your mom think Frank Sinatra was hot?
Oh my God, my mom's mom, Grandma Connie, Conchetta's actually her real name. She adored Frank Sinatra. So when at her wake,
Blue Eyes, they call him,
yeah,
right?
at her wake, she had, when you pulled up to the funeral home, the doors were open and all you heard was Frank freaking Sinatra.
Oh
My
my
grandmother.
gosh, hey, Ashim's mom is on.
Ashim, your mom. Hey, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Maya Flores. Good
Oh, hey,
morning.
girl, hey.
Oh my gosh. Welcome to Sunny TV. Welcome to Florida. Echo, beautiful. Okay, guys, let's get into this sunshine shenanigan story. I've got one for you, Mel. Okay. You ready for a messy story?
Hold on. Yeah, go.
Okay. Once upon a messy December, in a house trimmed with twinkle lights and lies, lived a man named Trip.
Of course.
Oh, Trip. He thought he was clever. Trip had a wife. Her name was, or is, Rebecca. Rebecca, loyal. Rebecca, trusting. Rebecca was not the problem. But Trip had been tripping around with a woman named Vanessa.
Ooh.
A full-blown passport-stamped, we're in love Europe situation. Venice, to be exact. And yes, they made love all over Venice. The city of deep canals and hard, long-poled gondolas.
Oh,
and
stop.
apparently catastrophic, mind-blowing decision-making orgasms all happened in Venice.
In the morning show.
Well, I'm trying to do a story here. So Trip told his wife, Rebecca, he was away on a business trip. Now to reality and onto the holiday shopping trip, Dopey and drunk on confidence and delusion decides to memorialize his affair. He heads to a local jewelry store and commissions a custom necklace. A medallion engraved permanent tells that he is giving it to his wife the night before the holiday because he thought he was romantic. That makes no sense, right? The necklace reads, "We will always have Venice in 2025.
Oh, I know what's about to happen. I can tell.
Bold, brazen, and truly unhinged, now he's there. The universe leans back, cracks their knuckles, and says,
Hold my beer.
watch this, you SOB. Because the jewelry store knew he'd already given the gift as Vanessa stopped to alter the length of the chain. Blessed to their extremely thorough customer service, the store decides to send a thank you bouquet of flowers. And where do they send it? Not to Vanessa, not to a secret address. No, they send it straight to Trip's house, where Rebecca opens the door. The card reads, "Thank you for your purchase of the custom necklace. Glad we could get it at that perfect length, too. We know the magic of your love was connected in Venice this year. We only hope you and Vanessa have a beautiful holiday together. Much love, Bright Light Jewelers." Sonnies? The scream that left Rebecca's soul heard 3 zip codes away. She didn't cry. She did not collapse. She did not throw the flowers. She went quiet. And
Which
when a
is
woman,
way worse.
Right. And when a woman gets quiet, yes, the plot will shift. And so she marched herself right down to Bright Light Jewelers, calm, polite, devastated, but focused. She explained everything and then placed an order for a necklace for Trip, custom, engraved, permanent. It reads, "We will always have this divorce 2025." Wrapped it up, boxed it, placed it lovingly under the Christmas tree. Rebecca is currently sipping on something festive, waiting for Christmas morning, like opening night on Broadway. She is going big this year. She invited family, immediate family too, nieces, cousins, neighbors, friends, everyone but Vanessa, of course.
Wow.
And Trip thinks he's about to unwrap socks in front of all the glory.
He has no idea.
This ain't just a story. This is a seasonal warning because the holidays don't just bring joy, they bring receipts. Stay faithful, stay smart, and never underestimate a jewelry store with a floral bouquet.
Yes.
Right?
Beep, 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 Rebecca.
Hold strong, Rebecca.
Oh, my God. That's awesome.
Isn't that awesome?
She's just waiting.
God bless. All right, give me this
Here we go. So Monday
All right.
is the overconfident green bean.
Okay. Oh.
This was sent to me by Karen from Fruit Cove. I wanted them to taste fancy, so I added a balsamic glaze, brown sugar, honey, and maple syrup.
You went too much. You went too much.
And maple syrup.
What are you eating? Pancakes?
They were shiny. Karen, green beans are not a dessert.
God,
it's a vegetable.
right.
It's not. Now you gave it a personality crisis.
They did this too with like the carrots too. Have you ever had
Too much.
the candied carrots? I
don't
don't care
like
for them either. I don't like them either.
I
It's
don't
not-
do a very good oven roasted carrot. So, Karen, let me help you. Choose one. Either you want sweet or you want savory.
Yeah. But with green
Add
beans?
acid at the end lightly.
Okay.
Salt first, then decide if it needs anything else. If your side dish should double as a pancake topping, you've lost it.
I'd say the balsamic glaze, stick to that, and but put some parm on it, maybe some
maybe a
garlic,
little
and roast it. Perfect.
Done.
Yep.
But what's with the maple syrup?
I don't know what she was thinking. Karen, get a grip.
Oh,
I don't
God.
know your name.
Ugh.
God. Before we disappear into the glow and the grind of the day, Sonnies, take this with you. You are not an extra in your own story. You are the light at the top of the tree, the point everyone rises toward. So show up luminous, fearless, and full of yourself. Shine so boldly the world has to adjust their own eyes.
And special thanks to Irving Cass for coming in the studio. We had a great chat about the light of night. Oh, I'm not.
Gotcha. She is not reading that part in the script.
Oh, it's very sweet. You're doing great, sweetie.
Well, don't go drifting off.
Oh,
I'll have
my
more
God.
shenanigans with Mel and the crew. We've got Adawe coming on with Christina Joy at 3 o'clock. Mel, let's give a quick shout out to these sponsors that make these shows possible.
All right. The Bailey Group, All American Air, Maritime Creative, Flashes and Brilliance.
Limelight Theater, Great Expectations Realty and Auction, and Old Town Trolley.
About Fate, Zone Cheer All Stars, the St. Augustine Pirate Museum.
Historical Colonial Tour Experience and the Concert Association.
Bin 39, Panache, The Capybara Cafe, and Ben and Jerry's.
We will see you back at 3 Sunnies. Bye, Booze.
Bye, guys.